tout le monde. Ça faisait un petit moment que je n'avais pas fait ce petit jeu. Alors, désolé pour ma petite voix un peu cassée, je suis un petit peu malade. Donc il se peut que je coupe le micro pour pouvoir cracher mes poumons. Les fils de casse complètement emmêlés. Hein. C'est un peu... c'est chiant. Bon, allez, hop, on lance le jeu. Donc là j'ai mon petit café que je vais faire chauffer au micro-ondes parce que j'avais oublié de le boire, tout simplement. Oui là donc du coup, région d'Hikmet, je crois que je devais les aider par rapport à ce que j'avais fait à Saint-Mathéus. Des créatures qui attaquaient sans raison, on sait pas d'où ça vient. Du coup j'ai des points à mettre. Alors, hop, non c'est pas ce bouton là, c'est celui-là. Donc qu'est-ce que j'ai? Alors, talent, j'en ai 3 à mettre. Allez, hop. Ah non, je peux pas. Ouais, je peux mettre tous les points ici. Hop, hop. Et un talent, qu'est-ce qu'on avait dit? Qu'est-ce qu'on avait dit que je mettrais? Où est-ce que je les mettrais? En vigueur. En artisanat, je suis niveau 3 je suis 3 parce que j'ai quelqu'un en artisanat ou avec quelqu'un avec du stuff qui est à l'artisanat. En vigueur, c'est pour ça aussi. Charisme, je suis 2 machin. Voilà. Comme ça, j'ai pas de problème d'obstacle. Où est-ce que je dois aller du coup? Ouais, bah, comme vous l'avez pu constater, hein, pas de caméra depuis un petit moment. Elle est toute cassée. Je voulais m'en acheter une pendant le Black Friday, mais j'ai décidé de ne pas l'acheter vu que c'est Noël, vu que mes frères et sœurs, mes parents ne savaient pas trop quoi m'acheter. Donc pour le coup, je leur ai proposé qu'ils me prennent une manette ou une nouvelle souris, ou une webcam, et soyons fous, un PC portable.
Creatures have been attacking us relentlessly. They throw themselves upon our defenses day and night. They do not even try to avoid our weapons, rushing as if to swamp us in infinite numbers. Our best soldiers fall exhausted from fatigue. The others die shredded by their claws. Please find the origin of these attacks and make them stop. If we cannot hold out, the entire population of Hikmet will be devoured.
Shah Mateus has fallen prey to the same tragic fate. The beasts were answering to a type of guardian we have never seen before. A guardian that has since died. Have the attacks subsided here at all? A guardian that has since died. Have the attacks subsided in Hikmet?
No, not at all. San Mateus is far from here. The origin of the attacks must be different. I sent a small group of trackers so that they might follow the trail of the creatures. Their last message came from a dangerous area in the hands of natives. The savages are certainly at the root of these evil attacks. Who else could have trained all of these creatures?
Could you indicate the zone in question?
Alas, no. I didn't get the information. You must meet their officer, who will know how to guide you there. She's leading our troops in the outpost at the entrance to the city.
Very well. I shall depart immediately.
Be so kind as to keep me informed. This affair is driving me to madness.
I would like to broach a rather unpleasant subject. Your treachery.
I beg your
Ce
pardon.
jeu, je l'aurais fait pour la web TV.
I am at a loss for words.
Have you forgotten that after sending me to save your savants that you then again sought my assistance? According to you, I needed only to convince the Tierna Conductors to provide us with a remedy. But you used me like a pawn, seeking in truth to capture her.
I cannot understand why you are reacting in this way. I was certain that the witch doctor would refuse to help us. They have us marked down as enemies, after all. And I had good reason to believe that you would not resort to physical persuasion.
You are even ready to use brute force against your own allies.
Whatever do you mean?
After wounding the Tierna, your spy attempted to kill me, Excellency. And you dare to tell me that my anger is exaggerated? Can I remind you that to assassinate a legate is to declare war against his sovereign?
I promise you that I had no intention for any harm to befall you. That man went beyond his orders, I assure you. I implore you, please accept my sincerest and profound apologies in the name of the Bridge Alliance.
I can only give you the benefit of the doubt for now, Your Excellency. In the meantime, you need not keep a candle lit for the return of your spy. He paid for his audacity with his life.
He would have been made to answer for such infamy, I assure you. Once again, I apologize sincerely for this crime. It should never have happened. In any case, we need to get our hands on this woman. The remedy is perhaps...
There never was a remedy. It was a wild goose chase. Perhaps even some sort of machination.
No. That is terrible. This is a great setback. How could I have been so naive? What a shame. I am truly sorry that you risked your life in vain. Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I've taken care of your problem with the caravans. The merchant should now be able to reach Hikmet.
Ah putain, je fais toutes
Captain
les quêtes qui
Rainhill
valent
has sent a message
les unes
to
après
that
les autres.
effect.
Ah d'accord.
You have done a great service for me. Though there is something that bothers me. I was told that you met these savages and then let them go. They showed no mercy at all with your own merchants.
The congregation is not in conflict with these natives, and has no wish to begin one.
Ah, your famous neutrality. Well then, you have solved the problem, and I would be discourteous to deny it.
My pleasure. I imagine the captain must have informed you of all that we learned.
Indeed, and I am extremely worried. An attack of any significant magnitude would be a catastrophe for our city. We have the means to repel these savages, but it will not be without great losses.
Perhaps there is another way. The natives have clearly expressed their wishes. The freedom of their brothers and sisters.
I see where this is headed, but I fear that they were not honest with you. A few natives are being held in the prison of the Coin Guard, but a handful of warriors does not seem to justify an assault of such commitment.
They were not speaking of just a few soldiers, but of kidnappings. The victims are only villagers.
This is inexplicable. We have taken no villagers. Of course, we answer their attacks in kind. And at times we have taken prisoners on the battlefield. But what use would we have for a few fishermen, hunters, and weavers?
Might it be possible that these kidnappings have taken place without your consent?
I doubt that. But of course, it is always possible that a few bandits might have stolen a shipment of arms. If that were the case, that would explain a great deal. Since you have been of such service to my people, and this grievous affair seems of great concern to you, would you be of a mind to lead the inquiry? Capture a few of these savages. Make it your mission to make them talk. We must understand what is going on before they attack.
Very well. I shall get to the bottom of this affair, Your Ex.
Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
Can you tell me anything about Afra?
Your question is most surprising. Are you not pleased with the services she has rendered you?
Yes, but I would like to know my companions a little better.
I understand. Afra was a brilliant pupil, and she has become one of our best naturalists. Yet, some of the other sages do not appreciate her. Perhaps it is because she is a woman of the field, or it could also be her strong will. In any case, you can rely wholeheartedly on her knowledge. She, and what she knows, is dependable and constant.
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
Bon. C'est vrai qu'au début j'avais des petits problèmes de mouvement. Ouais, il suffit que je sorte et que je suis la route.
Come closer. Come closer. All my wares are in the vanguard of Pro. Your Excellency, it's always a pleasure. Is there anything you would like?
Parce que t'as acheté. Alors ça c'est une de main, non, non.
Thanks for your visit.
Qui va nous attaquer? Il y a des cadavres de bestioles là. Ouais, les...
Things are about to get dicey.
You managed to make it through. A group of enraged beasts managed to get past our defenses.
Yes, we fought and defeated them. But how did they make it through?
My men are exhausted. We killed some of them, but we were overrun. Our situation is getting more and more desperate. I don't suppose I need to warn you about the dangers of this road.
Actually, that is why we're here. Governor Burren sent me. He wants us to find a group of trackers.
And I hope that he'd sent you as reinforcements. Silly me. It looks like all we're good for is dying to protect his bloody city. But you wanted to ask me something.
Like I said, Governor Burren is hoping that I can find a group of trackers, with your help.
I'd like to see you try. Indeed, I was ordered to send out a party of scouts, which I did, despite our losses. They were supposed to find the bastard who's been sending us these critters. One of those savage sorcerers, no doubt.
Can you tell me which way they went?
Sorry, Your Excellency, I won't tell you anything until I receive some help. You have to understand, I hope that these men are alive. They are also under my command. But those who are here with me now are my main preoccupation. And as we speak, they're dropping like flies. Not to mention the fact that if this outpost falls, there won't be much left to protect the city. So you can go and tell the governor that if he wants me to help you, he will have to help us first.
I understand that your situation is desperate. that you want to take care of what appears most urgent. But it's not simply about me saving a few men. It's about stopping these attacks once and for all. By getting to their root cause, I intend to put an end to it. And then any help you hope to receive won't be needed any longer.
You're right. I'm sorry, these attacks have made me lose my nerve. I don't know what I'm saying. They went towards the west, where the
Ouais, j'ai
rebels
réussi
are
mon
most
charisme.
numerous.
Are you talking about the Danea Exregao?
If you like. The governor is certain that these savages are behind the attacks. So I sent my men to find their camp. This isn't the first time that we've tried to find them. But now our survival depends on it.
I see. Well, thank you, Captain. I'll try to find your man and put an end to all this.
Good luck. And if my men are alive, send them back here, will ya?
You can count on me.
On s'en fout, ça.
I must go. Goodbye, Captain.
Goodbye, Your Excellency.
Ah d'accord. C'était une zone d'exploration que j'ai pas encore fait.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Close door!
Pauvre bestiole. En même temps, on passe à côté et elle veut nous attaquer, forcément. Je l'avais me charger. Ah, faut que je m'achète du liquide vaisselle, j'en ai plus. Peut-être faire ça après le stream, à faire 2-3 petites courses là pour finir mon...
Who are you? What are you...
Are you the scout sent by the governor of Hikmet?
Can't you tell?
He was worried that he wasn't getting any news from you and asked me to find you. He wants me to help him put an end to the attacks. Have you discovered anything?
Yes. A camp of rebel savages. We suspected there was one around here, and we finally found it. They must be the ones sending us the beasts. They all come from this region, and these barbarians have sworn to eliminate us. So we...
You may be right, but I'd rather be certain. I know the leader of this camp. I'll go talk to her.
You knew of this camp? These savages are responsible for dozens of deaths, maybe hundreds. Why didn't you inform the governor?
Because I'm a diplomat, not a scout. You should go back to the outpost now. I'll take care of all this.
Tiens, j'ai... Ce sont des sauvages, donc forcément ce sont des vilains pas beaux. Ah oui, ça y est, je vois aussi. gars. Faut voir que eux aussi se font attaquer par les bestioles.
I wanted to speak to you about the assaults that Hikmed and its outposts have been sustaining.
Assaults? We have nothing to do with it this time. My men are not ready to attack the big city.
They're not being attacked by men, but by beasts. Dozens of them.
So, they are also attacking the Renaigse. That's a relief.
What do you mean?
The animals are attacking us as well. They throw themselves at any man crossing their path, as if they were enraged. They even throw themselves at the camp's defenses. I had never seen anything like it before.
A similar thing was happening west of the island. The animals were being led by some sort of guardian. It resembled a Nardaig Menaemon, but its skin was black and covered in ulcers.
I have never seen a guardian that fits the description you've given. I don't think they exist.
Could a Denaygad have done this?
You're a typical Renaigse. You don't understand anything. The Nardaig are our ancestors. None of our people would make a Nardaig suffer, even if their heart was black and full of resentment.
And yet someone or something is making the beasts aggressive here as well. And we must find it.
We? Do you want us to work together?
Why shouldn't we? Don't you want this to stop too?
That's true.
Mal! Our guardian! He had changed! He is attacking our own!
What? Come, follow me.
Things are about to get dicey! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! to our dying?
No idea. I'm sorry. It left me no choice.
You fought bravely and you did what you had to do. Our guardian had changed. It no longer recognized its children, and it was the one leading these beasts against us. Something really bad must have happened to it.
It resembled the other Guardian I told you about. As if they had the same disease.
Guardians don't get sick. They are far more than beasts.
And yet you and I saw the same thing. At last. The attack should stop now. What are you doing here?
Who are these Renaitse? Spies?
They only came here to discover the source of the attacks.
And they thought we were responsible.
Why are you still here? You should have gone back to the outpost.
I'm sorry. We were uncertain that we could trust you. You said you knew these people, and then we heard cries, and saw the giant creature attacking their camp. And we realized that it was this creature who was leading the beasts.
And you discovered that we weren't to blame.
Yes. I'm really sorry. We should go back to the outpost now.
Then, if we let them go, they'll tell their leader the location of our camp.
You. Are you prepared to swear that you will never speak of this place?
You saved our comrades and maybe our city by killing this beast, so... Yes. We swear.
I hope that they will be true to their word. Fine. They can go.
We are extremely grateful.
Thank you, Duran. Now, let's go tell the governor of Hikmet about this Guardian.
Qua awalem segrenaigse. And if you find the one who's behind all this, kill him.
Hello, Captain.
Your Excellency, what can I do for you?
Could you tell me again what it is that you...
We were supposed... If you can...
Do you know where this...
From your seat, it must have been...
Very well.
The three of you, please, hurry.
We're departing... I must go. Goodbye, Captain.
Goodbye, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, have you been informed?
I've been told, yes, that the attacks have ceased. Hikmet has been saved, thanks to you. Was it the natives, as I suspected?
No, they were not the cause, and were also victims of the attacks, and their losses were great. The animals answered to the call of a guardian, whose behavior was totally unlike the others. Exactly like the one who led the attacks against San Mateus.
These creatures normally protect the natives, answering their call. Why did this one attack them? Are you certain one tribe is not attempting to dominate the others?
I don't think so. The Guardian looks sick. No native would treat such a creature like that. There is no doubt someone is behind these attacks, but currently I have no idea who it might be.
I suspect you will lead the investigation and unravel the mystery, as is your custom. While waiting, take this. It's nothing much, but consider it a gift to thank you for your help. Without you, the population of Hikmet would have suffered terribly.
Thank you. I'm happy to have helped you avoid a massacre, Your Excellency.
Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
Respectfully, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
Governor Burren asked me to investigate the abductions the rebels told us about. If we could find the origin and free their comrades, I'm sure they would stop their attack. I need to locate and speak with the other rebels. Do you know where they could be?
No, they don't attack often. I fear they're gathering their forces.
Captain, the patrol we sent to the west has not returned yet.
I may have spoken too quickly, Your Excellency. Although it might still be possible that our men are just delayed.
Perhaps you would allow me to search for them. Maybe they crossed paths with the rebels.
Corporal, do you know which way the patrol went?
Of course, Captain.
You will lead, His Excellency, in hope that our men are still alive.
At your command, Captain. Your Excellency. Find me at the entrance of the camp when you're ready to start. Are you ready to go, Your Excellency?
Yes, let's go. Is that the patrol we're looking for?
Yes. That's them. More victims of these savages. Two of the soldiers are missing. Maybe they managed to escape. They'll surely need help. We should look for them.
Ouais, toujours malade.
I'm in trouble! Please help me! This man needs to be cared for. But in his condition, we can't take him back to the outpost.
Allow me. There. That should be better.
Thank you, sir. Without your help, I would probably have died here.
Tell us what happened.
We came across a group of rebel savages. It was a massacre. A few seconds later, only Franz and I were left. We fled. I managed to drag myself here, but he was not so lucky. The savages caught up with him.
Was he captured? Did you see where they took him?
They headed north to Frazonegan, but in the state I was in, I didn't see much else. Your Excellency, please. We should get him out of there. They're bound to torture and kill him.
We'll take care of it, Corporal. The rebels must have left traces when dragging the prisoner. But not you. You must help your wounded man to reach the outpost. Come on.
Yo, comment ça va? Bah, bah malade en fait. Pour rien de grave, une petite bronchite quoi. Je me soigne doucement. Tiens, j'ai retrouvé un jeu de clés là chez moi. Alors je sais pas à qui ça vient, à qui ça appartient. Ah, trop loin. Voilà. Donc si on t'a parlé d'un jeu de clés qui manquait. Pas à toi.
There's our group of rebels. The soldier they captured looks dead.
Let's go, Renaike. Stand up. Esse Maru. Radi dat neuda. Es velde tegedach. Comaros de malni. Queas.
My name is Desarde. I'm the legate of the congregation. I'm here because I want to talk to your chief.
I know who you are. The Renaike on Olmanawi. What do you want to say to Armal?
I want to talk to him about the abductions and to understand what's going on.
You would be the first Renaike to care. How do we know you're not just saying that to find
Mais tu dis que t'aurais pu choper n'importe qui. Mais t'as chopé quelqu'un ou pas? Parce que c'est bien de dire j'aurais pu, mais si tu le fais pas. J'ai plutôt demandé à Siora, vu que c'est une natif.
Siora.
You know who I am, Sengots.
Yes. You are the Donegat of Guy's Rad.
Pas la bonne.
The daughter
Oh,
of
allez,
Blood.
attends.
So you know that my mother fought lions to free our people, and she lost.
Si t'attends la bonne, tu vas
If
finir vieux
anyone
garçon.
can prevent you from meeting the same fate, it's my friend. You should really lead us to your chief.
I believe you, Donegat. Very well. Tell me when you are ready to follow me to our camp. Are you ready to follow me, Renaike?
Let's go.
It's this way.
Let's stay on guard.
What are you afraid of? That the Donea Exregar have set a trap for us.
It's this way. I'm letting my comrades know we're here, so that they let us pass. Follow me. We are almost there.
Le Caillosel va nous faire son coming out.
It's this way. Come on.
Ah putain, il a bugué. Oh putain. Voilà. Non mais putain, mais quel con! Putain de PNJ à la con. Pas si simple mannequinat. Ouais, Jean-Bernard il est perdu, ouais. Il y a un truc par terre.
It's this way.
Tiens, la résine de dragon.
This is our main camp. This is where you will find our Mal. I hope I am not wrong to lead you here, and that you are not a traitor.
So, here's the famous rebel camp. I hope their leader can tell us more about these abductions.
C'est par là-bas. Encore un campement.
Who are you and what are you doing here, XVI?
My name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. I came to talk to you about the abductions and your forthcoming attack.
And how did you find our camp?
I convinced one of your men to bring me.
Please, Mal. Explain to him what you know. He can help us free our brothers.
Well, I'll tell you what we know, then you'll understand why we have to fight lions. Many seasons ago, Sinolmanawi started to disappear. Lions attacked the villages and took them with them. We never saw them again. They were either crazy or so injured that even our best Donegad couldn't do anything. So we counterattacked and captured some of their soldiers. And we learned that they were taking our people to a place they call a laboratory. It is there that they torture and kill them. They talked about experiments.
Tu dois pas comprendre le jeu, hein. En même temps, t'arrives, là je suis au 16e stream, je suis en forme moyenne entre 2 heures et 3 heures de live, donc je suis à plus de 30 heures de jeu.
Alert! The lions are attacking! Traitor! It was you who led them to us!
No, I swear. They asked me to investigate. It was never a question of attacking.
Non, c'est un bon petit jeu, franchement.
Fight with us!
The Alliance betrayed me as much as you. I owe them nothing.
Putain, mais si une quête combien, ça doit être une quête niveau 2, enfin une quête niveau 5 ou 6. En fait, je suis en train de faire des quêtes secondaires, mais vu que je suis tellement haut level. Que bah non, bah je rigole un petit peu sur les quêtes.
The Alliance is the ally of the congregation. Taking your side was not a decision I made lightly, but Governor Burren used and betrayed us, and he will answer for it. Please, wait before you attack. I will do everything to dismantle this laboratory and release your people.
I trust you, so we will wait. But don't take too long. Qua awalem seg on Almanawi.
Goodbye.
Ah, pourquoi? Pas d'équipement à récupérer là. Ah mais normalement je suis à côté du truc du chef, il doit avoir le truc pour se TP. Normalement dans le coin. En même temps j'ai mon campement juste à côté. Ouais, c'est bien. Bah, le problème, c'est que quand t'as un petit studio indé, que t'as pas forcément les sous pour ajouter des doublages, parce qu'en même de rien, les comédiens de doublage français, bah écoute, ça, ils sont assez chers. Mais c'est pas très choquant. Moi, le jeu, il est plutôt sympa. D'ailleurs, du même genre, il y avait Vampire, hein, fait par un studio français et qui... Ah. On a une sorcière dans l'équipe. Ouais, les... Nani?
Lord de Sade, what?
Enough with the formalities, Excellency. You owe me an explanation. Did you order your troops to attack while I was negotiating under a white flag?
I assure you that I have no idea what you are talking about. I would never have placed your life in harm's way. The alliance with the congregation is crucial, and you know it. Your suspicions are unfounded. I'm sorry. It is now clear that decisions are being made without my consent. I'm going.
You mock me, Excellency. I can't believe this matter slipped your vigilance. Everything the Danea Exregao have told me has proven true. Your men attacked and carried off natives. I witnessed it. According to what I've been told, they are taken to a place where experiments are carried out, where they are tortured.
It is true that I knew of the existence of this laboratory. The place is dedicated to research on the Malachor. If a remedy is ever to be discovered, it will happen there. But I assure you that I was not aware that natives were being taken there.
Allow me to doubt your sincerity, Excellency. I intend to pay the place a visit and see for myself what happens there. Who directs the research?
Our most brilliant savant, the Dr. Asili. Certainly his legend precedes him. He is the master of your friend, the Professor Afra. Would you like to speak with me
Ah,
about
faut que je
any
prenne
other
Afra dans
subject?
mon équipe alors.
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
Ah bah ouais, mais elles sont horribles, mais bon, au niveau stats, c'est ce qu'il y a de mieux. Hein. Puis il a les tenues, lui ce qu'il a sur lui, c'est des tenues indigènes. Et un chapeau d'inquisiteur. Bon. On va virer Kurt, on va prendre Afra à la place.
At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy. The best potions and the most efficient concoctions. All of
Halt! No one enters!
Vous allez vous faire péter la gueule.
To the legate of the merchant congregation, soldier. I have been sent by Governor Buren. I have to talk to Dr. Asili.
I don't take orders from the governor, nor the congregation. Be on your way.
You know I'm not afraid to fight, but I worry about the prisoners. Perhaps there's another way in.
Phew.
Sorry, soldier, but I'm coming in, whether you like it or not.
To arms!
Watch out! Grenade!
Quand je dis que je rentre, je rentre. Non, l'autre il a mieux.
Horrible place. A prison hidden from the sun to better torture my people.
There must be other guards. Be careful.
Très bien gardé, ouais.
How awful. They've been reduced to burning the bodies.
So many of us must have died here.
Bah, c'est pas du Assassin's Creed, hein. Un note à l'attention des gardes du laboratoire. Je ne sais pas quelle est la brute qui a brisé le mécanisme qui donne sur le tunnel arrière, mais le remplacement de la pièce sera prélevé sur sa sonde. Le docteur était furieux de devoir en commander une nouvelle. Blablabla, on s'en fout en fait. Je peux pas encore passer par là. Je peux passer par là, mais j'ai...
I don't have the key. Locked.
J'ai pas encore la clé, d'accord. Bah, va falloir que je bute quelqu'un pour choper la clé, c'est pas grave. Ouais, elles sont géniales, mais on a de stase. Les mecs ils sont immobilisés. Bon, où est-ce que je peux trouver les clés là? J'ai pas les clés, hein. Je peux pas rentrer là-dedans.
You will regret ever going to
Ah, c'est chiant ça. C'est aussi chiant que dans Borderlands. Ah, je peux escalader, c'est cool ça. Ah mais je parle des bestioles volantes en fait. Les bestioles violentes, elles sont super chiantes à buter quoi. Par contre eux ils vont me faire chier. Ah d'accord, je sortais. Ah, crotte de bique, je me suis planté. Bon. Bon, moi quand j'y repasserai tout à l'heure, hein, ils seront morts. Il n'y a pas de repop, oui, mais tant que je suis in-game, le repop n'y est pas. Si je sauvegarde et je quitte, là il y aura repop. Ou sinon le repop se fait beaucoup plus tard. Et je trouve ça pas plus mal parce que ça évite le farming de mobs. Impossible d'escalader, crotte. Ah. Donc je suis obligé de sortir. Fait chitre. Ouais, pour faire des escalades, des trucs comme ça aussi, dans le jeu, ce qu'ils ont bien pensé, c'est que tu peux pas le faire si t'as pas mis d'attributs, enfin dans tes stats. On va y retourner. Voilà, dans les talons. Voilà. La vigueur. Donc moi j'ai 2 points de vigueur plus 1 parce que j'ai soit pièce d'eau d'équipement qui me donne un point de vigueur, ou soit j'ai l'un de mes compagnons qui sont avec moi qui me donne un point de vigueur. Pareil pour le charisme, j'ai un point, mais là c'est comme si j'en avais deux. Bah non, parce que ça fait comme si que j'avais 2 points en charisme. 2 sur 3. Voilà. C'est comme si que j'en avais 2. Par contre, moi c'était... Ouais, faut que je retourne pour faire cette quête à la con parce que je suis sorti alors que je voulais pas sortir. Je dois... Enfin, hop, non, j'ai pas envie de m'emmerder à me battre. Et... je sais ce que je vais faire. Voyager. Ici, à la demeure.
At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy.
Et des brigands. PA de main. Non, j'ai pris un chapeau et il est nul à chier, tant pis. Donc le jeu demande pas forcément une grosse configuration. Il est pas trop moche, l'histoire est plutôt intéressante. Là je suis à plus de 30 heures de jeu en faisant pratiquement toutes les quêtes secondaires et les quêtes principales. Au niveau des quêtes, hop, journal. Quêtes secondaires en gros, là il me manque plus que cela, mais en fait ce compte c'est des quêtes d'exploration. Tu peux choper des contrats, mais ça je les fais pas. Ou si je les fais sans faire exprès. Puis la quête principale, le jeu se fait assez facilement. Bah, disons que pour... tu te dis une grosse durée de vie, enfin je sais pas trop. Putain merde, j'arrive pas à prendre l'objet ici là. C'est quoi? Alors j'espère que c'est pas la clé, ça me ferait bien chier.
don't have the key. Locked.
Oh putain, faut que je rechange mes... Il faudra que je change de point de talent. Parce que la clé doit être buggée. C'est pas grave, ça je peux les changer, je crois que j'en ai 6. J'en ai 6, c'est ça? Il m'en manque 3. Intuition. Oh bah gars, j'en ai 3 à vigueur, donc c'est super. Voilà. J'ai tout pratiquement tout fait ici donc. Mais ça, faut jouer avec la bague et moi je joue pas avec la bague. Putain, je suis obligé de leur mettre tout son équipement. Ah, j'avais ces gants-là, ouais. Je perds 13 en armure, je perds 8 en agi. Ouais, mais je gagne tout ça en résistance. Allez, hop. Voilà, maintenant je peux crocheter mes serrures. C'est quoi cette cape de merde que j'ai là? Ouais.
You are on Olmenawi. Are you going to free us?
Yes, that's why I'm here. And to find out what's going on.
What's going on? We are locked up. They make us drink horrible things. We're starving. They hit us. They take our blood. They cut us up. They tell us we will die to save the Renaigse from a horrible disease. But I pray that the wicked birds catch it and die. Please get us out of here.
I will do my best, don't worry.
I want the one who did this to know fear and suffering.
Let's hold this good doctor to account.
Bah, pour le coup, je peux faire sortir tout le monde. Ils sont cachés où là, les gars?
May the grass be forever soft under your feet. I thought I was losing my mind in this cage.
I must release the other prisoners. You will be out soon.
Et t'as pas mal d'interactions avec tes PNJ, hein. T'as des quêtes secondaires à faire avec eux pour qu'ils soient bien. Parce qu'en fait. Attends, on va te remonter dessus vite fait. Voilà. Quand l'un de tes personnages sont amicales avec toi, ils te donnent justement des bonus en fait. Donc elle c'était quoi? Spécial soin de vie et d'armure sur l'équipe. Toi ils ont des compétences en plus au niveau faction natif, au niveau relation amicale, mais je sais plus où est-ce qu'on voit ça. Par exemple, je sais que Kurt, voilà, c'est bonus de relation d'amis, donc elle me donne plus 1 en vigueur. C'est ça pour ça que j'ai comme si que j'en avais 3 en vigueur alors que j'en ai que 2. Vu que je suis amicale, elle me donne plus 1 en science. Donc quand il y a des parents, quand j'ai des autopsies, elle est avec moi, par exemple, ou là je vais avoir certainement besoin d'elle pour une relation avec c'est son mentor, vu que c'est une scientifique, je vais avoir un bonus de en science pour interagir avec ce personnage. Kurt, lui, c'est forgeron. Donc du coup, j'ai plus 1 pour la création d'objets en fait. Non, enfin d'objets, d'équipements. Pas la création, c'est plutôt de l'amélioration qu'ils font. Ainsi de suite. Bon, il n'en manque plus qu'un petit groupe normalement dans le coin. Ah, c'est de l'autre côté. Ah mais c'est des notes ça.
Now that they are free, We must help the prisoners escape this place.
C'est pas des
If they
natifs.
leave through the city, Hikmet guards will arrest them.
So we have to find another way to get them out.
Alors les notes dans l'histoire, ce sont des pêches, enfin des pêches, des navigateurs. Bon, après il y a tout un lore sur les notes, c'est assez compliqué mais ouais. Est-ce que j'ai... Ah attends, il y a le combat là. Voilà. Voilà, c'est ça, c'est que t'as tout un lord aussi. Donc là, les persos principaux que tu rencontres. Telen. C'est la ville, on va dire, des inquisiteurs. Petrus, c'est l'un de tes PNJ que tu joues avec. Lui, c'est un enfoiré. Surtout lui. Alors, c'est l'Alliance du Pont. Moi, je peux pas les biffrer. Dans l'histoire. Afra, elle est assez sympa. Elle est assez pragmatique, scientifique. Elle est plutôt cool. Les deniers, donc, eux... ils sont pas cool, en fait. Après, c'est par rapport à l'histoire. Kurt, c'est ton maître d'armes. Qui est aussi un de tes PNJ. Et les notes, ce sont comme je te disais, les navigateurs. Vasco, c'est l'un de tes PNJ aussi. Les natifs, donc t'as Saria. C'est pratiquement tous les personnages que tu as rencontrés. Duncan, il est cool. Duncan. Katash aussi. Après, t'as toute l'histoire de toutes les villes que t'as rencontrées, par exemple. T'as un petit lord aussi sur les créatures que tu rencontres. Qui sont pas belles. Ça c'est... Donc ça ce sont les gardiens. Du jeu. Voilà. Non, franchement le jeu il est assez complet. Voilà. Oh, range ton épée, bordel. Tiens, des preuves.
These poor people lost their lives only a few hours ago. They could not survive this mutilation.
And they were stirred. They were cut up like pieces of meat. May the volcano engulf those who did this.
Document de recherche du docteur Azili. Ces documents comportent des centaines de petites notes précises et concises qui décrivent sans aucune émotion les supplices et les expériences auxquelles ont été soumis les captifs natifs et notes. Des schémas illustrent même certaines pages indiquant quels membres ont été amputés sur certains sujets vivants pour tester leur résistance. Putain, mais le mec c'est un malade mental quoi. Et des dessins de coupe montrent la dissection des parties les plus atteintes, des métamorphoses d'autres sujets.
This note carefully describes the sequence of the experiments. There are even sketches. It's hard not to feel sick. This is proof of all the horrors committed here. Vasily has locked himself in his office.
Afra? What a surprise to see you here. You finally came to your senses.
Master, it's not...
Who is this person?
I'm the legate of the merchant congregation, and I'm here to put an end to your crimes.
My crimes? What are you talking about? My work was for the good of humanity. Don't tell me you're crying over some savages. The survival of our species requires sacrifice.
Bon.
What did you hope to find from all these experiments?
Since the Malachor never reached this island, I wanted to check if these savages were sensitive to it. And I discovered that they were naturally resistant. Do you realize the implications of this discovery? So I tried to isolate this resistance to develop a cure in order to send it to the people on the continent. But I doubt that you will be able to understand the subtlety of such an approach.
This man is a cold-blooded reptile. My brothers and sisters were no more than ants to him.
You are a very beautiful specimen. When I think of the power flowing through your veins. Come on, Afra, my dear student. Will you let these narrow-minded inquisitors decide my fate? Are you not also devoted to science and truth?
Science and truth do not excuse your lack of humanity. I'm ashamed of having been taught by you, and that I didn't warn Burin that you'd gone mad. If I had, we could have prevented all of this.
You disappoint me so much, Afra. A second time. When I think what I wasted trying to teach you science.
We learned everything we wanted to know. This lab will close and you will answer for everything you have done.
You think so? Guards, capture these people!
On a tué tout le monde.
Stop! Think of my knowledge. All that I have accomplished. That can never disappear.
Non, on va
You
l'arrêter.
will answer for your crimes in court.
But I'll be out soon. My colleagues will understand the importance of my work.
We shall see about that.
Et voilà, bon. Ah, il y a un coffre. Ce rouage tout neuf devrait permettre de remplacer un rouage abîmé et réparer un mécanisme cassé. Tiens, ça sera certainement pour plus tard.
Who are you? You have no right to be here.
I have come to free your prisoners and put an end to all the horrors that take place here.
I knew this would happen eventually. This all went too far.
Dr. Vasily, he lost his mind a long time ago. But what are you going to do with us?
Arrest you. Then I expect you will be sentenced.
No, please! We only followed the doctor's orders. We tried to stop him, but he is the director of the lab.
You could have reported it to the governor or left this place.
He threatened to destroy our lives. We could not... Please, don't look us up.
What will you do once you're free?
We will try to redeem ourselves and resume our work at the governor's laboratory. That's where we worked before joining Dr. Vasily's team.
If your conscience allows you to resume your activities as if nothing has happened, you may go.
I'm eternally grateful, Your Excellency.
Putain, j'ai même pas fouillé la pièce en fait. Bah voilà, tiens. Oh bah j'ai crocheté la serrure de toute manière.
It's perfect. We just have to clear the way.
Ah, crotte.
The mechanism doesn't work. I need to take a closer look.
Voilà.
Let's go. I found a way out of the city. But be careful. You are weakened, and creatures roam these tunnels. I will lead the way.
Ah, mais je les ai déjà tous butés, les créatures. Logiquement, j'aurais pas besoin de me battre vu qu'elles sont déjà mortes.
There you are. You're free.
You have saved our lives. How can we thank you? We will never forget what you have done for us on Almenawi.
Yes, we will always be grateful.
We're not very far from the Hikmet outpost. You'll have to be careful.
I know how to reach the port without being seen.
Perfect. As for
Il y en
you,
a qui ont de ces
you
gueules
should
avec
take
leurs cheveux.
refuge in Vigshadir. You will be safe there, but you should avoid the Alliance patrols.
We'll get there. Croatoan Segven.
Voilà. Bon, maintenant je sais que j'ai mon... Isorez. On va regarder l'autre.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, and to what do I owe this honor?
I've been to XVIG's laboratory and what I discovered was abominable. Hundreds of poor souls tortured, victims of horrifying experiments. There were so many dead that a pit had been dug to burn the bodies.
How horrifying. I cannot believe it.
The natives were not the only victims of these crimes. There are also a number of noughts.
Noughts? Pardon me for doubting you, but do you have proof of what you say? And have you brought Dr. Asili to me so he may answer these accusations?
Yes, we captured him.
Really? Very well. I will ensure that he is judged as quickly as possible. What
J'ai
was
bien fait de
done
pas
with
l'avoir
the
tué du coup.
prisoners that were being held in the laboratory?
They were freed. The Daenerys Exregau are satisfied and should call off their attack.
What a relief. Finally, some good news. How can I repay you?
By allowing me to take part in the trial proceedings. What I saw merits justice, and I fear that the accused will find a great many defenders amongst his fellow savants.
It is a rather novel request, but granted. I shall inform the prosecutor. Let us remember that the madness of a man should not cast a shadow upon the greater sum of his work. His research is perhaps our only chance of discovering a remedy.
Y a pas de
Would you
remède.
like to speak with me about any other subjects?
Donc en fait ça c'est une quête secondaire que j'aurais dû faire ça beaucoup plus tôt, parce qu'en fait tu as appris dans l'histoire que le remède en soi que tu recherches, bah, il n'existe pas en fait. Bon allez, on va aller voir Constantine. Ah, c'est pas encore fini? Oh putain. Ah, j'en ai marre de ces quêtes FedEx. Ah, c'est elle le procureur?
Hello. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Desarde. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. Governor Buran told me to pay you a visit.
Oh. It is you who arrested Dr. Asili and must help me prepare the trial.
Exactly.
Excellent. We will have lots to do if we want the doctor to pay for his crimes. The accused has a lot of support. Any evidence and testimonies you can gather will be useful.
We'll have no problem gathering witnesses. His laboratory cells were full of them.
We will call them to the witness box, of course. But be aware that if the victims are natives, their words will unfortunately not carry much weight here.
There were also some noughts. Perhaps I could convince some of the doctor's colleagues to talk.
Their testimony will be crucial. The word of other scholars is likely to be the only thing that condemns him. That plus any material evidence you can gather.
These documents describe Dr. Asili's work, as well as the horrible experiments he was performing.
Perfect. I will read them in detail. We will no doubt find something to support my prosecution.
Do we have any chance of winning?
What you have brought me is a good start, Your Excellency, but it would be better to continue gathering evidence.
I will return to you soon. The Noughts should be at the port, and the islanders had to take refuge in Vikshadir. As for the scientists, they said they would go back to the governor's laboratory.
Oula.
And I should also go back to Asili's laboratory. There may be more evidence there.
Bon. Qu'est-ce que je dois faire dans le procès? Donc je dois retourner à l'asile du docteur, entretenir avec Alfred sur le sujet de l'asile, convaincre les notes, ça doit pas être très compliqué, retrouver les survivants, ok. J'ai la crève.
Desarde, I'm happy to see you.
T'avais
Can
quoi
I do
depuis tout à
anything
l'heure?
for you?
Attends, je peux lui... Comment la draguer, quoi.
I would like you to tell me about Asili.
I was expecting you to come and see me about this. What would you like to know?
Do you think, as your master does,
Puis vaut mieux que je l'ai aujourd'hui que la semaine prochaine. Hein.
I may have believed that at one time.
J'ai envie de bouffer mon foie gras, j'ai envie de bouffer mon magret, j'ai envie de bouffer tout ça, quoi. J'ai pas envie d'être malade.
But Dunkus, you and Siora have opened my eyes to the limits of science. To worship it as we do in the Alliance does not make us better than Thélème.
Pendant les fêtes.
Were you aware of Dr. Asili's experiments?
In part, yes. That's why I chose not to be his student any longer.
Why not say anything?
Because I never thought he would go so far. Over time, he became more and more cruel. I found his approach brutal. As if by meeting the natives it deprived him of all humanity. He spoke of them as test subjects, never as people. But there was a time when he was the greatest doctor and scientist in the Alliance. And I clung on to that memory.
You do know that you were captured thanks to him?
Yes, but I thought the natives wanted to trade us merely as prisoners of war. I was blind. And stupid. I regret it terribly.
In your opinion, were the horrors practiced in this laboratory necessary for his research?
No, even if he was convinced of it. General interest outweighs the suffering of a few individuals. He wanted results quickly, to the point of neglecting slower, more humane methods. I hope we'll succeed in ensuring these experiments never happen again.
Would you be willing to testify against Dr. Asili during his trial?
Of course. I was going to talk to you about that. I want to convince my colleagues that we must give up these kind of methods. And even if it costs me dearly, I want my master to pay for what he did. Anything else?
On va essayer de la charmer un petit peu. Si elle pointe souvent son arme sur les gens.
What did you think about that moment next to the campfire with the elders of Vigigador?
It was strange, and a bit frustrating, to be honest. What about you? How did you feel?
Had those old sages not been there, you and I next to the fire, it could have been a romantic moment.
Oh, you are really strange, Desade. Thinking about such things at a time like this. Anything else?
Merde.
Honestly,
on s'est fait recaler. Même dans les jeux vidéo, je me fais prendre des râteaux. Putain. Par où je vais pouvoir passer pour aller de l'autre côté?
Is everything all right?
Once again, thanks to you.
Ah, on arrive au bon moment du coup.
They certainly wanted to prevent you from testifying at the doctor's trial.
The doctor will be judged. I suppose you'd like me to testify about how we suffered.
Oui, carrément.
Indeed. If you do not fear another attempt on your life by these men.
Don't worry. I won't put up with intimidation. From now on, my people will watch over me until I can testify. And I intend to witness the execution of our torturer. You can count on me.
Thank you. Your word will be crucial during the trial.
Bon. Retournons à l'asile. Enfin, au laboratoire de...
Hello. I see that you're back to work.
Indeed. We were not bothered thanks to you. And here I can make myself useful. But I don't think you're here to ask about me. What can I do for you?
What do the other scholars think of Dr. Asili now that his actions have been revealed for all to see?
Most still admire him greatly. He was the greatest amongst us, you know? They didn't witness what was happening in the lab, and they have little interest in the natives. For them, the main problem is political, given that the war against the rebels cost us dearly. Until they understand the horrors that happened there, they will not have any moral issues.
What is your purpose here?
I help Dr. Unur to understand the research of my former master. He's the one who became his successor.
I do hope that he doesn't use the same methods.
Of course not.
What about your other colleagues? What's become of them?
They felt guilty. They stopped their experiments and returned to Al-Sad.
Are you prepared to testify against Dr. Asili?
Yes. I kept silent for far too long about what was going on in that lab. I know what we did was wrong, and I do not want it to happen again.
Thank you. Your story could change the outcome of this trial. I must leave you. What she saw working alongside Asili obviously upset her. She will make an excellent witness.
Peut-être qu'il y en a à l'étage. Attends, il y avait peut-être d'autres personnes à l'intérieur que j'ai pas vu. Parce que j'ai parlé directement à elle. Non. Non. À l'étage peut-être. Le document de recherche du docteur Onur. Ce dossier constitue de notes de recherche du docteur Onur. D'après ce que vous comprenez de ces schémas et notes, il cherche à découvrir par quels moyens les malades étaient contaminés et étudier tout particulièrement l'eau que les malades avaient pu ingérer. En travers du dossier, vous pouvez voir des mots écrits manifestement par le docteur Azali disant « Recherche complètement inutile, abandonnez ça en Onur ». Nous avons bien mieux à faire. Tiens, il y a une porte ici. Tiens, hop, un autre scientifique.
Dr. Honor, what do you want?
What is your role and what is your research topic?
I'm in charge of the governor's laboratories. My main research concerns the Malachor, of course. Above all, we searched for a way to reduce the suffering of the sick.
Searched?
Now that we have access to my colleague Asili's work, it gives us hope of finding a cure.
So the crimes he committed while conducting his work do not concern you?
He will be judged for that. But it would be a shame for him to have done all this for nothing.
What do you think of Dr. Asili now that you've learned how he conducted his research?
Well, obviously the few excesses he has conceded himself are unfortunate, but he remains the greatest scientist that the Alliance has ever known. His work has had a profound effect on science. It seems quite unfair to me to reduce his life's work just to what he has done lately.
If I understand correctly, you will be one of his defenders.
Naturally. I don't deny that he made a terrible mistake, but he meant well. And he was probably acting on behalf of our helplessness to combat the Malachor.
Would you agree to speak at the trial? Your influence could be crucial.
Oh, but I already intended to give a statement. His lawyer came to find me.
So are you ready to defend a man who used to torture and murder to advance his research?
Indeed, because I think the entire work of a scientist should not be judged on a single mistake.
Une erreur.
It is obvious that he should not have used such methods, but Silly has never been very political. I doubt he understood the implications of his actions.
So you're saying the only problem in this case is political?
Essentially, yes. The war he nearly caused could have been expensive for our governor and the city, but let's not fool ourselves. No tears will be shed over the fate of a few of those bloodthirsty savages.
Afra, did you have something to say to Dr. Honor?
Thank you, Desade. I feel it is my duty to warn him. You probably know that I was one of Dr. Isili's students.
Naturally. It is undoubtedly under his influence that you have developed this remarkable analytical spirit.
Perhaps. But my analytical mind also pushed me to refuse to continue working with him. I saw his madness and cruelty grow deeper, and what we discovered in this laboratory was abominable. We must condemn him, not only so he can pay for this crime, but to free science from these kinds of abject methods.
Very well. You've convinced me. I will now testify for the prosecution. It is true that it's time to turn the page and leave his cruel methods behind.
Thank you, Doctor.
Ah bah c'était pas compliqué de le
Dr. Honor
convaincre.
is an
Hein.
influential scholar. His testimony would convince the judges.
Putain, les PNJ qui bougent pas quoi. Bon, qu'est-ce que je dois retourner faire là-bas en fait? C'est malandrin nous attendait. Apparemment c'est là-haut. Ah, c'est en bas? Ah. J'ai dû appuyer sur une touche. Mais j'avais pas déjà fouillé toutes les pièces tout à l'heure? Ah, dans le coffre là. Lettre du médecin d'un médecin au docteur Azili. J'ai bien fait en sorte que le jeune gouverneur de la Nouvelle-Sérène et son cousin prennent la potion que vous m'avez fait livrer. Oh l'enfoiré. En prenant toutes les précautions que vous aviez spécifiées. Personne d'autre n'y a touché. Cependant, je ne vous cacherai pas que j'ai trouvé cette requête inhabituelle et que quelque peu dangereuse. La congrégation est notre allié et je crains qu'ils prennent très mal notre implication dans ce qui pourrait être perçu comme un empoisonnement. J'espère qu'à l'avenir, vous effectuerez ce genre de mission vous-même plutôt que de risquer ma vie, ainsi de vos collègues.
I can't believe it. Constantine's malachor was caused by a silly. The potion we were made to drink when we landed on the island was contaminated. How dare he do such a thing? And why?
Oh bah non, je suis bien au même niveau. Moi qui pensais être... Oh merde, je retourne. Je pensais que j'avais bien... comment dire... fait la... commencer les quêtes trop tard pour celle-ci. En fait, non, je suis bien dans le timing. Bah je finis cette quête là, bah tant pis, moi je pensais pouvoir finir le jeu ce soir. Non. Je ferai du Guild Wars 2 ce soir. Je fais jusqu'au procès, puis après je m'arrête, je mange un bout, puis après... Attends, déjà je vais voir si j'ai pas d'équipement à refourguer. Un casque, j'en veux pas pour lui. Non mais j'ai pas mieux. Bon, est-ce que t'as des trucs à me proposer du coup, toi? Attends, les compos. Ah, je peux carrément lui acheter ça. Oh, bah, c'est super.
Hey! You are the Ololmenawi who freed us. We managed to reach Vikshadir.
They told me what you did for them, Renaikse. Well done. I was able to give them the care they needed. Some wounds will take time to heal, but they are safe thanks to you.
I'm happy to see that they're better.
But you didn't come here for that, did you?
No. I came to ask for your help. The doctor who captured and tortured you is about to be tried for his crimes. He has a lot of support among his people. He's a respected man despite what he did. If we don't have testimony from some of his victims, he will surely be released.
You'll have our words. We'll go to the Grand City and tell our story.
And the Mad Lion will die for causing so much harm to our people.
May the earth engulf him. You can return to Hikmet. I'll make sure they get there in good health.
Thank you, Tiernahach. And thank you all. I blame myself for forcing these poor people back to the city where they have suffered so much.
My people are strong and proud. They will not be afraid to speak in front of your judges for justice.
Allez, où le truc pour se TP ici? Ah, faut que je fasse d'abord ça, faut que je parle d'abord à Constantine. Bon, bah, on va parler à Constantine. On a appris que c'était Azili qui a empoisonné Constantine, qui lui a foulé le mal-corps. Et tant que cette histoire n'est pas élucidée, je préfère garder avec moi Afra. Vu que ça concerne plus ou moins son peuple, sa ville et compagnie. Puis comment elle s'appelle, Siora. Moi je préfère aussi la garder avec moi. C'est un bon PNJ. Une bonne petite mage guerrière.
Constantine, my dear cousin, I'm always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
We managed to solve the problem of the attacks on San Mateus.
Really? So, what was causing them?
The city and its outposts were continuously being attacked by animals. These beasts were led by a large creature that strangely resembled a mountain guardian.
This is the same creature which High King Vinbar turned into, isn't it?
Exactly. Except it looked sick and it didn't act like the High King did. It was calling the animals around it, and it seemed like it was transferring its disease to them before making them attack. I have never seen anything like it. And there's more. Hikmet was in a similar situation. Do you remember?
Of course. Don't tell me that a Guardian was involved there as well.
Yes. The governor was convinced that the attacks were led by the islanders. And yet they were being attacked as well. And it was by their side that I fought the creature. That time it was a Nardai Glenderman, a beach guardian. But it seemed just as sick. And it was also manipulating the animals to make them aggressive.
So, it would be some kind of epidemic affecting the Guardians. I don't see what we can do about it. Actually, I think you have already done what had to be done, by eliminating those that were threatening our neighbors.
Perhaps. But I'm certain there's more to it than a simple epidemic. These beasts attack in a coordinated fashion, which requires an intelligence that they don't have.
You're exaggerating, dear cousin. The attacks you thought were coordinated may just have been coincidental.
You may be right. But I can't help thinking that someone is behind all this.
Do you really believe that a Denegad would want to take over the island? Cousin, you know how much I respect you, but frankly, this doesn't seem very coherent. But I see it's already quite late. If you'll excuse me, dear cousin. Regrettably, I must leave you.
Where are you going?
Not very far, rest assured. But I have a small personal matter to take care of, you see. Don't be concerned. There's absolutely no risk. Use the opportunity to take some rest. You've really performed miracles recently. See you later.
But why would he leave like that? God, do you know where my cousin is going?
Sorry, Your Excellency. His Highness didn't tell me anything.
You are one of his bodyguards, aren't you?
I am, Your Excellency. But recently it has been difficult to force His Highness to accept our presence.
Recently? You mean this isn't the first time he's left without an escort?
I'm sorry, Your Excellency.
You better tell me everything.
But Fine. I don't mean to be disrespectful towards him. But His Highness's behavior has been very peculiar recently. He sleeps very little, and goes out alone almost every night.
And it didn't occur to anyone that I should be informed?
Well, His Highness had specifically ordered us not to tell you about it.
And where does he go? I thought the days when he used to go from tavern to tavern were over.
He doesn't go to taverns, Your Excellency. From what I know, he goes outside the city.
Where could he go outside the city?
I've no idea. We saw him going north. That's all I know.
Listen, I understand this matter is putting you in a
75% de chance de
difficult
réussir.
situation. You were supposed to protect my cousin wherever he went, but he refused and ordered you to keep your mouth shut. But Constantine is not just my governor. He's my cousin. I'm worried about him. He's already been abducted once when leaving the city. So, if you know anything else...
I don't really know where he's going, Your Excellency. But I think I know where you could find out. When he doesn't leave the palace, he stays in his office for hours. He writes so much down in there that he could fill entire books. Here, I have the key. Take it. I hope you find His Highness and manage to make him see reason.
I don't like this at all. What could he be doing outside every night?
Ever since he became Onol Manawi, He has become even stranger than he was before.
I'm starting to believe that the revelations of Enon Miel Frictamen had some truth to them. Let's rummage through his papers. We may find a clue.
Alors, attends. Ouais, il me manque plus qu'un campement ici et un campement là, d'accord. Non. Il me manque 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 campements. Pourquoi je peux pas finir celle-ci là? Bon, de toute manière, il est 19h pratiquement 30. On va s'arrêter là pour aujourd'hui. Je reprendrai ça certainement vendredi. Sauvegarder. Attends. Ah oui, c'est parce que j'ai choisi qui était le futur chef. Écraser cette partie, ouais. Voilà, d'ici 1h, 1h30, donc je sais pas si je reprends à 20h30 ou 21h. Par contre, je ferai du Guild Wars. On continuera bien sûr l'épopée. Et au bonheur, la chance. S'il y a de la place, s'ils sont motivés avec les gars de la guilde, on fera peut-être du donjon ou du fractal. Est-ce que j'ai du monde qui est connecté là? Est-ce que j'ai du monde? Hop. Attends. Faut que je trouve... Voilà. Donc là je vais faire un petit host chez une rageuse de Destiny 2. Malheureusement PS4, hein. Faut pas jouer avec elle. Allez, des bisous.
On est les 7.